Folks, it's official. The Warriors know what their draft order pick will be for this upcoming 2025 draft. With the Heat making the playoffs, we're going to tell you where they get, because that pick came from the trade to the Nets. I know, very convoluted, with Dennis Schroeder coming over, Melton, thank you for your service before an injury, going back to the Nets. So we're going to break down that. We'll talk about where the trade is, where the draft pick is, who has Mike Dunleavy Jr. picked in those similar positions before, and break down everything else you need to know. Warriors fans, Randy Silver Warriors Digest, 1 day away from Warriors Rockets. So we're keeping you updated. Broke down the JK news yesterday, draft news today, keeping you updated. Subscribe to Warriors Digest so you don't miss anything. All right, let's get a drum roll, please. The 41st pick in the NBA draft is where the Warriors will be. As a result of the Heat reaching the playoffs, their 2025 second-round pick via the Brooklyn Nets in the DeAnthony Melton-Dennis Schroeder trade conveys to the Warriors. Obviously, there are 30 teams in the NBA, so that means you're picking basically in the middle, a little bit below that of the second round. In the second round, the past couple of years, who have the Warriors taken? Quinten Post, we're going to break down his stats this year really well. Trayce Jackson-Davis, done well for us. Obviously, played a lot his rookie year. This year, started playing a lot, fell out of the rotation. Guy Santos, vice versa. Started the season not playing and then became an Energizer Bunny. Played a lot when we had injuries and earned his spot in the rotation. We'll see what happens during the playoffs. And Ryan Rollins traded over to Milwaukee, not with us. Let me blow this up so you can see this. So you can see right here, folks, we don't have a first-round pick. No first-round pick. All we have is a second-round pick. And then from 26 to 29, no second-round picks. 2030, we'll have a first and second-round pick. A lot of our second-round picks were traded to Miami in the Jimmy Butler trade. That's why we don't have them there. Now, the Warriors will probably be a playoff team again, if we stay healthy, knock on wood, meaning that first-round picks in 26 will be late-round picks. Then 27, if we go to right here, where are we at? 27, we don't know what's going to happen with Jimmy, Steph, Draymond, Steve Kerr, Brandon, Trayce Jackson-Davis. You can see that's when the runs out. So, let me go back to this. I went to the wrong one. So you look at 27, we still could be a we could still be a high first-round pick. When I say high, like late in the first round. But then 28, if they're all gone, that team is shite. Expect the 28 pick to be very low in the first round, where maybe you can get a superstar. Now, also another thing as well, we have two trade exceptions for next year, equaling about $11 million, folks. So that is something to be aware of. If we need to make a trade, you can trade those players with the trade exception and get somebody back without having to give anything up. And that money goes to the team you're trading to. So who could be available at the 41st pick? If you've been a fan of Warriors Digest for a while, I know we had a lot of new followers join during the season, over 5,000, and thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe. We'll break down players during the offseason. Who should we pick? Where are they from? What's their story? Whether they're fit? What's the pro? What's the con? We'll do all that. Not doing that today, but these are some names you may recognize. And you can see here some shooting guards, power forwards, small forwards, centers. Hassan Yang at a Qingdao, Chinese player. I've seen a lot of players say, a lot of fans online say he could be a very good player for us. Now, again, if you look at the current roster, we have center and Post and Collins and Jackson-Davis, but he's a different type of center where he's big. He's big. I don't think we take a point guard because obviously, again, if you look right here, we just picked up Armstrong from Australia, and he did really well, and we have point guards on there. So I don't think that's where we go. Now, Mike Dunleavy Jr., who has he picked in his 2 years as a general manager, Brandin Podziemski, give him a thumbs up there. Beginning of the season looked kind of poor. Great rookie year, was an all-rookie team. And then Trayce Jackson-Davis. This year, he selected Quinten Post. And we know how that has turned out. A solid pick. Now, if we look at Quinten Post, let me pull up my screen. 42 games played, 17 minutes. On average, 14 started. And again, he was starting at center and helping us a lot when he did the pick and roll with Steph. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 77% free throw, 40% from 3. That's the big part, folks. 40% from 3. And I like what he provides his team in scoring. He makes the shots when he's open. He's also making contested shots. He's in the right place. Does he get lost on defense sometimes? Yes, but he's a rookie. Expect that. I don't know how much he'll play in these playoffs, but I do think he'll get spot minutes when the Warriors need to stretch the floor. They can go small ball. Yes, he's big, but he plays like a small man, a small big. Or if they need shooting because they're down, say like 10 to 15, put Post in. And also remember that he didn't start or even get playing time until December. His first game was against the Clippers, December 27th, late Christmas gift. And then from there, he really earned his time. When we had players hurt, that's where he came and stepped up. Now, the opposite, unfortunately, is for Trayce Jackson-Davis. A lot of did not play towards the end of the season. Beginning of the season, he was playing all the games. Him and Steph pick and pop. He would roll, good energy, rebounding, defense. But then when Quinten Post came in, you can see right here, basically it took a spot. Injuries, he played a lot in January. But then as the roster got smaller, minimal minutes. A couple minutes here and there against Phoenix, played a lot, but really fell out of the rotation with Steve Kerr. And that affected his stats, of course, as you would imagine. He played 6 less games this year, started 37 because of the beginning of the season. Points, 6.6. You look at rebounds, the same, 5.0. Assist up. But his free throw percentage, not good. They're going to do a hack at Trayce Jackson-Davis. Field goal percentage went way down, not shooting threes. So Quinten Post basically gives you the same production, maybe less talented defensively at this point, but allows you to space the floor and shoot. Now, Santos, same concept, folks, where he did not play a lot to start the season. It really came on towards the end. Ended up playing 56 games. Not the most points, 4 a game. Not the most rebounds at 3, assists 1. But it's his hustle plays. 33% three-point. Feels a bit small. He makes them when he's open. He makes timely shots. He gets the crowd energized and does a good job for this team. But again, he didn't play a lot last year. Didn't play a lot to start the season, but really came on towards the end of the season when injuries happened. So you can see he was told beginning of the season, you're back to the bench player. Barely played November, December, January. But then February, when injuries happened, he earned his playing time. Look at that. He's going sub 10 minutes to now 12. Okay, you did something good here. Let's keep putting you in. 26, 24, 21, 20 plus minutes a game when the team was needing him during injuries. And that stayed pretty consistent throughout. Had it did not play against the Clippers, but then against Portland, got in. Against the Memphis, got in and had some good energy plays. So why am I sharing all this? Because you know what? Fair enough, drafting the second round can be hard. However, Mike Dunleavy Jr., Joe Lacob have done a good job at finding some gems who can help contribute off the bench. Now, comment your thoughts. Let me know what you think, folks. Please subscribe. Of course, Warriors Digest. Subscribe. We here for you. Get it. One day away. Let's go.